Every damn day.
Hey everyone, it's Jerry at the Fledge. Welcome to Season 2, Episode 38. And today our good friend and I, Jeremy Hurt, will be talking about renewable energy, buying local, red bike delivery, and all kinds of other things that are going on. So how you doing today, Jeremy?
I am doing well now that I'm a little warmer.
Yeah, it's getting cold out there delivering, huh?
It's a envy, yes.
Have you made some deliveries today?
Yeah. Yep.
Why don't you tell us about why you're making deliveries and tell us a bit about red bike delivery?
Okay. Yeah. It's basically you're a local, eco-friendly response to DoorDash and the other app companies to try and negate the carbon emissions that we're putting out by using electric vehicles. I use a bike. Doesn't have to be a bike as long as it's something that's not producing more carbon. So electric vehicles, and then as well as being local and keeping more money into the community, and not sending it out to whoever, some faceless CEO.
Yeah, the restaurant industry is really struggling.
Yeah.
So that's a tough market to break into this last couple of years when you started red bike delivery, but you've been growing, right?
Yes, slowly, but yeah, it's definitely better than it was, busier than it was. I know that they did just do a report, and then that said most restaurants said that they were doing 33% worse than they were like months ago. So they're not out of the trenches yet.
What do you think's happening there? Because it seemed like as things were opening up and mask requirements were going away and all of that, people were getting busier in the restaurant space, but we're still having restaurants closed. I think the Outback just closed in Okemos. What do you think's going on? Are you a restaurant industry expert now?
I mean, that's pretty much all I've done is work in the restaurants, and now the delivery business, which is still tied to the restaurants. But I wouldn't call myself any kind of guru or anything. I just see what I see, and I think the latest variants and whatever, it definitely put a hurt on the restaurants. But other than that, I think everybody, it kind of, I feel like we as Americans kind of go in cycles too. Like you get all excited about something, and when the restaurants really needed help, everybody was there ordering to-goes and pickups and deliveries and stuff like that. And it's kind of just waned off a little bit, and maybe we need to step it back up. I don't know.
Yeah. Well, I saw some similar reports, and we definitely need to be supporting. But it does make me cringe when I order from DoorDash and I know that the driver's getting a little bit, but DoorDash is making so much money that is being sucked out of our community. I'm a huge fan of your business model here. How do you have any thoughts on where are DoorDash and these companies going in the future? Because is it sustainable to continue to do it with gas, and I guess they're exploiting their drivers at some sense even, right?
Yeah. It's the gig economy is a tough. I mean, it has its benefits. You don't have to show up to work any day if you don't want to, but you also don't get any benefits. Paid sick days or vacation or anything like that. So it's a kind of take and give with that. But as far as the sustainability goes, I don't see how it could be with the fact that we're supposed to be carbon neutral within 30 years to have 800,000 deliveries, and that's right now. And the delivery business is growing immensely. The numbers that they project for the next 5 years they're gonna more than double their business. So to put even more cars out there that are putting out carbon, I just don't see how it could be, not with the goals of the Green New Deal or whatever, if that gets around to coming to fruition, and just if we want the world to survive, really.
I don't think we call it that anymore because the Republicans don't like it.
Oh
So
yeah,
we call it Build Back Better or something.
Oh yeah,
I don't know.
Build Back Better. Yeah, that whole mess. So,
So one thing that's exciting as you prepare for growth is you've got a second bike now.
Yeah.
How's that going?
Well, now I have two things to work on. So I doubled my workload, but not really because they're not both like running all the time. But it is nice because I had to order like an electronic part for my bike, and I had a backup instead of having to lose the business during that waiting period. So that was good. And then if when it comes to the point that I need somebody else, I have something available for them if they don't have their own, because I can't expect everybody to have a form of electronic transportation, not yet at least.
Yeah.
So,
but you would, if someone had a scooter, that would be fine. A mechanical bike, was that fine too?
Yeah.
An electric car.
Yep. Yeah. Yeah, when the limes come back, downtown, and the birds and all that, they can use those. As long as it's electric.
And so if someone wanted to order from you now, and you're mapping out a bunch of stuff, you're still growing with your software and all of that, how could somebody use your services right now? What's the best way for them to get involved?
So if you follow me on Facebook, that's a good start, because then you can see like what's going on, any restaurants that I work with, stuff like that. But the best way is really just to send me a text message, whether it be through Facebook or my business number, and then just let me know where you're ordering from, and I'll go grab it and bring it to you.
So I'm going to follow Red Bike Delivery on Facebook. That's pretty easy to find. Right?
Yeah.
And do you want to share your number now?
If I can remember it, it's the 231 is the area code. Yeah, they're blocking you.
231. Yeah.
680-0501.
Okay, and you've got something special happening right now, right?
Oh yeah. We got a Valentines Day Special for whoever. It doesn't have to be a partner. It can be a friend, a sibling, a parent. Just somebody you want to send some love to. And as well as being an entrepreneur, I'm also a published poet. So I would write a personalized Valentine's Day card for that person, based on any information that you wanted to give me about them, and just kind of, make something nice for them. So it's more personalized and not just your typical Hallmark card. And then you get a rose and dessert for two, delivered to your house for $25.
Yeah. Plus tip.
And I'll be doing that, like, since it's on a Monday, I figured I'd do it Saturday, Sunday, and Monday, just in case, people needed the weekend to get things, when they're home, stuff like that. So
last year you did this, and it was pretty successful for you. Do you have any funny stories about the poems or anything?
There was actually some really, not all of them were like romantic or there was a lot of comedy mixed in there too, which I appreciated. And that was, like I said, based on what the people told me about whoever they were sending the card to. So that was fun. I did one that was like a what is it, Snow White, or the mirror on the wall, I like that one. And I kind of broke it down for like this woman was getting it for her boyfriend, and totally embarrassed him. Like I read it at their door.
Is he the one that had really nice hair?
Yes. Yes. And he loved the finger guns too. So we threw all that in there, and I for extra, I read it at the door, and they got like a dozen roses and stuff like that too. So it was when we were done, he said, "I don't know who's more embarrassed, him or me."
I don't think it was you.
It was close.
let's talk about some of the other things you do, and we'll go back and we'll make sure we remind everybody about the Valentines Special at the end.
Mm-hmm.
But you're a spoken word poet, but I'm not going to go there quite yet.
Yeah.
You pitch a lot at 99 Problems, but a pitch ain't one. And you just told me a plan that you have. Do you want to talk about that a little bit? Because I love this.
Sure. Yeah. I think it's, I don't know. I think it'll be fun. The idea is basically to just pitch a different business every, week or whatever, however often I can make it on the show. That is kind of off the hip. It could even be something that is suggested by a viewer, and then I'll do my best to pitch it and see if I can win with it.
And what did you pitch a few days ago, Thursday?
So it was a company called Marital Arts, because I noticed how much like Marshall and marital look, like you could mistake them if you looked really fast at the word. And I put the two together and just thought it would be funny to have like a marriage counseling where you're also like trained by a judo instructor so you can get some aggression out and whatnot. And then also, get therapy and everything you need all in one spot.
Yeah. And do you think that, so you told me maybe that people thought that was a great idea or that it was real, or?
Yeah, there were definitely some people that like thought it was real. So I obviously did a pretty good job with bringing it across that they didn't, they thought it was real. And then I've gotten a few comments from people saying how good of an idea it was. So who knows, maybe it'll come to fruition.
What's your motive for doing that?
Just to be ready for anything, really. Because I never know what the day is going to bring me or who I'm going to run into or when I need to like come up with something. So I figure it's like a brain exercise, really.
Yeah. Has pitching, I think you've been pitching forever, not starting with 99 Problems, but has that helped refine some things for you? What's the benefit of pitching, do you think, besides just being ready for everything? Mm-hmm. Are there some other benefits?
Yeah, I think being involved in that community, for one, is a good benefit. You get to meet other entrepreneurs. You get to see what they're doing, and you get to see their style of pitching too, and what works for them. And I just, whoever's winning, I tend to, follow their equation for whatever needs to be done, and add a little bit of my own spice to it, of course. But it's so beneficial for so many aspects of life and business and just every day getting around. Like you start to realize, like you build confidence, for one, like being on like a screen or in front of people, putting an idea forward. You get a better feel for your business by the things that you feel are important. That's what you're presenting. So like, those are the what's a big deal to you. So it makes you like focus on that too. And that'll change as the time goes on, and you'll see that, when your pitches change.
Yeah. I think yours have evolved quite a bit, and you're pretty experimental in it. And I appreciate you a lot. Mm. Tomorrow you've got a bigger podcast you're going to be on. Chris Buck, is that the which one is that?
Michigan Premier or something like that. I can't. No, that's not the right name.
It's not the Michigan Business Network, is it?
No,
that's the other one.
There's like all kind. I don't know.
I'll get it right.
Yeah,
but
that'll be on Facebook. I think they'll have the video, and then there's audio too on
we're gonna find
a couple
it
different places actually. So yeah,
Should've
it's just a quick 15-minute little synopsis of my day and what I do and things like that. So
yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I love Chris a lot. Mm-hmm. I think he was on the show last year. I can't remember. I was on his show or
One
something.
of the two. You guys talked.
Michigan Reimagined.
There we go. Reimagined.
Michigan
yes.
Reimagined. And do you know what time that is tomorrow?
I got a message saying something about 8:00 in the morning, so that's when it'll be released, I suppose. But it'll be floating around forever.
And we'll definitely be sharing that on the Facebook page. We like to brag about you as much as we can. And then continuing on with podcasts, you're starting your own podcast coming up, right?
Yeah, I am, which is nerve-wracking and exciting, and just trying to figure out the logistics behind it. But it's going to be Sunday nights at 10 p.m. And it'll be on all streaming platforms under Angified is the, I guess, entity that will be presenting it. They do shows every day from like Metal Monday to different. They focus on different aspects of music and stuff like that. So this will be kind of not much of a change. So it'll be focused on poetry and storytelling, breaking down like the forms of poetry and different aspects of storytelling. And then it will have like guests on to talk about their process of writing and stuff like that.
Do you have a favorite poet?
I had one. But that's a long story.
They got canceled.
Yeah, no, not completely. There's so many like, Bukowski and all the famous ones that come to mind. I think, like, to be honest with you, like one of my favorite poets that I've heard is somebody local. His name Jonas. You know Jonas, right? Yeah. The stuff that he comes up with just blows my mind. So,
do you think is rap poetry to you?
Oh yeah, absolutely. I mean, it's supposed like rhythm and poetry, right? Is what rap stands for, I believe. So, I think people have like given it a bad name.
Fact check that. I'm not sure that's true.
Rhythm and poetry, I'm telling you. But I think people have given it a bad name over the years and like not understood like the complexity behind rap music and the skill that it takes. Some people think it's just talking, but it's so much more like than that. So I've just like been immersing myself in the hip hop community and getting to know it much better like recently. So yeah, I didn't realize all the intricacies to it until recently, but it's in depth for sure.
When you first started pitching, I think for sure your spoken word and your poetry work helped you get over that initial fear of being in front of a crowd, of the shaking in your voice. You still see that from time to time with the people that are first pitching, but then by the fifth pitch, that's all gone.
Yeah.
I mean, you kind of forget about that wall, I guess.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I mean, I don't even really think about anything. Like I'm just here talking, and whoever's watching is watching, I guess. Like you definitely, get over that fear. At least I have. And yeah, this doing the open mics and stuff like that, definitely. Cause that's some nerve-wracking stuff, doing an open mic in front of people you don't know. And they're all there just, and they're because they're colleagues too. And, so you want to impress them as much as you can and leave a good mark for yourself. So,
do you think pitching helps you? Like you MC a lot of things too, right?
Mm-hmm.
I think that might have been where I first met you, or you were MCing something.
Mm-hmm.
And you think that pitching and MCing and all of this kind of leads together as would you have done podcasting a few years ago?
No. Maybe if it was like the old, like where there was no video and like I could just hide or something, but it would have been hard to get me on that. I actually just made a song with some friends where I'm taking the lead vocals, and that's like never happened before.
Oh, that's awesome.
So like, yeah, it's been really, oh God, what's the word? Refreshing. It's been nice to like breathe, and like just let myself be like, and not feel so judged or anything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Transformational.
Yes.
What's your dream for Red Bike Delivery?
To see it like all over the country would be really cool, whether that's like a franchise or some other way, but to definitely get in more cities and become a standard for delivery.
Yeah, I love the idea. I think it's going to go that way. Cars will become electrified.
Mm-hmm.
And do you think that you're building your competitive advantage in that area right now? I mean, can DoorDash snap their fingers and have electric vehicles?
So like everything that I have thought, or every advantage that I thought that I had over DoorDash and like being able to do these certain things, they're slowly implementing. Like I feel like they're tapped into my head sometimes because like literally, one of the things was like I can stop at the store and do this and that, and now they do that, and they're delivering everything from plants to liquor to food to whatever. So it's tough to keep up with anything like with a giant, so that's why I focus on the community and local businesses and stuff like that, because that's where I'll make my mark here at least. It's not going to be like delivering for Applebee's or something. It just isn't what I want to do with this.
Yeah.
I want to support those businesses that have been getting the rough end of the deal.
Do you think we have all these campaigns, shop local, all over the place?
Mm-hmm.
Do you think people forget about the services that support the local shopping? Like, am I shopping local when I use DoorDash to order from LS Taco?
Yeah, I mean, yes, in a way, yeah. You could be doing more, like because a high percentage, I'll say, of the money that you're even spending at LS Taco, however you say it. I know I always pronounce it wrong, but you had to pick the one restaurant I can't pronounce in the city. A percentage of that is going to those companies.
So they take food money.
Yes. Yeah. I don't charge. The restaurants don't pay anything to me. So just a small delivery fee and a tip is.
I wonder how much of the margin got cut out of the restaurants that made them more vulnerable, because nobody could go to the restaurant. So you had to either pick up or deliver.
Mm-hmm.
And if you're going to pick up or deliver, you might as well have it delivered.
Mm-hmm.
And then LS makes less. We can just call them LS.
Okay.
LS makes less money on that transaction.
Right. Yeah. It's kind of like one of those, like they're probably getting business that they may not have gotten, but like the work that they're doing isn't equal to the profit that they're making, either. So, they still got to pay a cook to cook all that stuff. So like, and they have to, have a manager there. I think most restaurants have to have, or all restaurants have to have like somebody that's, educated in like the serve safe there at all times. Whether that be a manager or their cook or, whoever, as long as somebody's there. But so that could be an extra person. And then, so you're still paying these people, you're still paying to keep your lights on, but you're making less. So it hurts. Yeah.
Do you, as we got about 5 minutes left, what are we forgetting to talk about?
What else is there? What else did we forget? What else? So that there's that social media platform that I'm on called BandLab.
Yeah.
That's where like my music is, and I have a song that's trending in metal and rock right now, like 2 different songs. So that's pretty shocking, actually, like that people are listening to it. But it's cool if you're like a musician and you want to like check out like something that allows people to collaborate and check out each other's music and stuff like that with a free little DAW in it. BandLab is a really cool spot. They've got they're growing too. They got podcasts and stuff, and that's where I met the people that I'll be doing my podcast through. So
bandlab.com is what it is. The future of music.
Yeah. one of the futures.
Twitch is blocking me today. I don't know why. So as we kind of wrap up, how can we as a community support you? Like, what are some things we can do? We can, the Valentine's Day, obviously, we can find you on Facebook and follow you and order from you.
Yep.
What else can we do to support you?
Just if you see anything on, share anything on, social media, stuff like that. Even if you can't like use my services or you don't need them, like maybe your friend does or something like that. So like just talking about it, just making people aware that I'm around. Because without being known, like it's hard to do anything. So just spread the word.
Yeah.
'Cause I'm not going anywhere.
I thought of one as you were talking. How safe are these streets out here?
Lansing is not the best city for riding a bike in. So like, just like my public service announcement is like, if you see a bike on the road, like it's there for a reason. First of all, like we're supposed to, it's the law. Like, especially now with the snow and the sidewalks probably maybe shoveled and the curbs maybe, or the shoulders maybe plowed, so like there's not many other places to go. And trust me, like we're all just trying to get from point A to point B safe. So, don't be a dick.
Don't be a dick. I should give you that NFT, that Fledge Fly that says that. Since you said it on the show. All right. Well, Valentine's Day Special. Find Red Bike Delivery on Facebook. Support your local restaurants, and don't forget the people that service your local restaurants that are also local. Support them as well, please. And electrification is happening, and electric vehicles are coming. So start leaning that way because you'll be getting in on the future sooner rather than later.
Absolutely.
Dude, thank you so much for coming on the show. I hope you're safe out there. I hope you're warm out there. And take us out with something.
Buy electric and be nice to each other. We're all just trying to get through this life the best we can.
Yeah. Love you, man.
Love you too.
Love you all out there. We'll see you tomorrow. Thanks for watching another episode of Every Damn Day. Thank you, Jeremy.
Yes.